To record the short video, and not short, it's going to be a little bit long, so I'm just going to run through the app like up until order creation, payment, and stuff. So this is our application here, and our profile, our cart. Right now we don't have anything in the cart, so it's empty. So what I'm going to do here, let me just go ahead and add something to the cart. This is our product, our food page. We have an increment there. If we remove, that's a decrement. So that's okay. If you press add, then we have a snack bar right on top that the item has been added to cart. Okay, so if you go back to our carts, and then our account will update here, and we have our cart item here, and we can be able to delete. So if you just press delete, we have a snack bar. Our cart has been updated as well as our account. So that's for starters. And let's go to restaurant. Let's pick this one. So we have the food belonging to a particular restaurant. And if we press here, then we'll see the directions, the map and the direction. So we have our polylines, we have the calculation of our distance, price. This is to current location. So we're using two different approaches, one for the current location, and when the user is ordering food, then we're going to be using the default address. So we're going to recalculate we're going to get the, what do you call them? The coordinates again from the address, and then we're going to recalculate this according to the distance between their current default address and the restaurant. So here we have business hours, estimated delivery time, price from current location, and this button is not working. Make a reservation if you want to. So it's something that people might expand on later. Okay, so that's it for that part. And here we also have explorations. So these are foods from different restaurants, not this particular restaurant. So it's like more of a recommendation, like from the food which is within your vicinity. Oh, and all these are functional. If you, let's see, if you press, we're sent to the food page. We go back. So that's our restaurant page. So let's go back. We want to go to food item. So here we also have, it's same as React Native. So if you open a food item, so the issue that we faced before was to open a restaurant. So here you can open a restaurant from there, then back. That's working fine. Our account is working as well. So if you increment, then the price will increment. If you decrement, and it won't go below 1. So that's it for that part. So here, if you press on something, let's go with chicken. Okay, so we'll have our items here. So here it seems like something is off. Okay, this should be pushed in a little bit. So by the time that I'll send you the code, this item should be pushed in already. So unselect, we get our data back. If you press more, then we have our categories. That's all the categories the application has. Let's go back. Now let's go ahead and try to order something. Okay, so we have a vegan salad bowl. So we're just going to add a few things. Add a message. After that, we press place order. So if you place order, then we're going to be taken to this page. So here, since we're logged in, we already have a default address, right? that's something I would like walk you through again. So here, since we have all our data and our food, now this is to default address because we're getting the default address, the coordinates, recalculating estimated delivery time, blah blah blah. But this, okay, this I should make a change a little bit, but either way, it's okay. So total, that's the total of the item. That's like 15. And here we have grand total. So for the grand total, it's supposed to be uh delivery plus the total. So that's what we're getting here. So if we proceed to payment, our order is going to be created first, and then we're going to be pushed to our payment page. So in our payment page, we're going to end our email. Let me close this and open it again. Okay, so here that's our payment server. So I'm just going to complete this and then we can see the changes. So here we are going to put our default card. That's it, the name, then we proceed to payment. Okay, so we're getting the changes here. Payment completed. Okay, so that means this is the order, that our order, and payment status has been updated to completed. Okay, so this is coming from the database, from the order itself, not the, it's not hard coded this part. So this is okay. So our payment is done. Payment is working fine in order creation. So if we go to the database and look for this name, this number, this ID, supposed to be in orders. So on create, the first time when we create, the payment status is pending, right? And after the payment has been made, then we're going to go ahead and update the order status, the order payment status from, why is this thing small? Okay, let me open it up a little. We're going to update it from pending to completed. So these ones, they weren't completed, so the status didn't change. So this is our order, the one that we okay, let's see, it should be, that's D3. Okay, so D3, we're going to go to this, yes, D3. So if we go to our database D3, that's our order ID, and here our payment status has been updated. So far so good on that part. So now, since we're done testing the payment and stuff, what we need to do, we need to go ahead and try to just, okay, let me test the search first. Okay, so here, this button shouldn't be here, but we'll remove it a little bit later. So let's go and search for pizza. So our search is working. We do have our pizza here. If we click, we're taken to Margarita Pizza. So that part is working. Let's go back to, let's go to our profile. So this is our profile when we're logged in, and addresses here. This is the default address that you were seeing, and we have a button to add address here. So this is where we add our address. If you want to make that address default, then we just switch and then we submit. Everything is working on this end. So let's go back here. I'm going to log out. So if I log out, now this is our profile page. So we no longer have access to the profile page. If we try to go to the cart, it's the same, but everything else here remains the same. But if you go to food here, it's okay. Let's say we want to add something to cart, then we're taken to the login page, so we can go back. But for order, I don't think I did anything, did I? Okay. The logic is the same, so you can't order without logging in. So here, if you go to login, then you can log in. So that was Dave at kings.com. Password, that was password 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's say we have a wrong password here. We try to log in, wrong password. Okay, so let's say the password is correct, but the email is wrong. We try to log in, user not found, check your email address. So here, let's say it's not a valid email, invalid email. Okay, so let's say our password should be at least 8, is it? So if we push, your password should be at least 8 characters long. So our scenarios have been covered. So yeah, we also have a registration page. Okay, let's go to the registration page. This is our registration page. It's basically the same. Okay, so if you come here, we need to log in. So if we log in successfully, and this is the data. Okay, so right now we have the access to some of the stuff, not some, to the stuff. We can add stuff to the cart successfully. We can place an order successfully. Okay, so this is our application. So hopefully you can run a test. Probably I still have one controller that I didn't use, getx. That was the first one for the location, but I'll change it. But everything else is okay. Everything is smooth. So this is the code that I'm going to send you. But the payment server I'm not going to send, because the payment is already hooked to, is already online. So you can go ahead, create, order something, and then we'll see how it go. You can just test the application. So we add something to the cart. Yes. Okay.